So we move to our final race of the morning. It still is morning, and it is the Consolation race. Race A, the Station Garage Lightweight Consolation race. This is for the lightweights who haven't qualified for the main race later on. So number 77, Daniel Pearson, is in pole. Then it is number 74, Bailey Harker, in the middle of the front row. And it is saying here, 32, Billy Cummins. But I've been informed that Billy has decided to sell the Aprilia. His heart wasn't in it the other night, and has said he is retired, as we paid tribute to him at the start. So I'll be very surprised if we see Billy Cummins there. Then we have on the second row number 98, Neil Connell, number 10, Andy Smart, and number 37, David Glossop. Third row is number 8, Dan Sale, 41, Russell Brook, and 95, Darren Duncan. Fourth row, 96, Anthony Stevens, 53, Ben Rainbow, and 60, Ben Wilkinson. And 2 on the fifth row, 46, Sean Leonard, and 47, Andrew Castle. Chris Kinley, a smaller field, but it's important that these consolation races are on so that everyone feels involved at the Southern 100. Are you there, Chris? Clearly not. We'll get the thoughts out then across four ways of Rob Pritchard on that. Important that these consolation races take place. Rob.
Indeed it is, when you consider the size of the fields that we do have as well, and particularly we saw it in the Super Sports section, of course, didn't we, as well? You know, there's a lot of things that go into the entries for these riders. There will be those challenging for podiums, but, you know, elsewhere as well, it's a huge commitment for all of these riders involved, no matter where they are in the order, whether they're from the Isle of Man, whether they're from the UK, Ireland, or beyond that as well. We have people coming from all corners of the globe. And it's the graft in the background that I suppose, you know, people won't see as well. The graft to get all the sponsors on board, the graft to get all the parts, the graft to get all the transport. There's so much that goes into it. And the fact that we have races like this that gives some of those riders who may be missing out on maybe some of the top prizes, shall we say, just in quite general terms, that they get this opportunity to get out there, not just to compete, just to get track time in general as well, to make the most of this experience. Believe bikes are heading out onto the course, so we'll head over to Chris Kinley.
Yeah, very quickly, Rob, and we'll hand back to you just to let you know that everybody was there. It's this Daniel Pearson in there on 77 on that little lip thing. I think Daniel, I'm trying to remember, Daniel, did he come to Derby last year and do the endurance race? He maybe did one of the rounds up at Derby. I'm pretty sure they did. Anyway, he's on 77. He's on pole on the Pearson Racing Machine, the ER650 Kawasaki, the rider from Buff. So he's on pole for this one. It is a 6-lap dash, 25.5 miles, and we'll hand back to you.
Indeed, and 6 laps sounds like a very conventional distance for the Southern, isn't it? But sometimes with these, they can be a little bit fickle, some of these machines, sometimes, can't they? They'll just be hoping to keep them nice and reliable on this 6-lap run, this 25.5 miles they'll be covering on the 4.25 mile Motoral Balaun course as well. We can hear them distantly, far away as in the sunshine. We don't have any breeze either, so we can hear even further, even all the way on the far side of the course from here over at Cross Four Ways as well. Well, just taking a little look through, obviously, the lightweight class as well. So just a reminder, this is separate, of course, to the race that we're having today. But in the lightweight class, of course, Rob Hodgson took victory the other night after 6 laps ahead of number 1, Davey Todd, who set a new lightweight lap record here. Number 21, Joe Yeardsley, third. That made up the podium in the lightweight race the other night. 65, Michael Sweeney in 4th. And number 12, Barry Ferber in 5th as well. We can hear them in the distance. I think that convoy's making it at a gentle pace here, and what is going to be, as it stands, the last race before we do have a bit of a break with roads due to open after this race at some point for a short time before closing again for the afternoon session. There is the travelling marshal out in front at the front of the convoy. And in behind is number 77, the newcomer Daniel Pearson, who's just heard is on the front row. Number 10, Andy Smart. Number 98, Neil Connell. 41. 95 at the back of that little group, 53 and 47, if you're keeping an eye for numbers in your programme as well. Next up on the road is number 46, that's Sean Leonard. And then 2 more travelling marshals on the way through as well. So a bit of a smaller field for this lightweight consolation race. A reminder then that 6 laps for this one, 25.5 miles, but we can hear the convoy making its way through Church Bends. Then they'll be making their way across Great Meadow as well, up through the gears as they will be during the race as the course inspection car comes through the fast left-hander at Stadium, as I've mentioned before, and then the almost 90-degree right-hander there is the course inspection car at the back of the field, a couple of seconds further behind, making its way through Cross Four Ways. So we're all set for these next 6 laps, this lightweight consolation race. Over to you, Tim.
Thank you very much indeed, Rob Pritchard. And we're just seeing bikes going across that little railway bridge. We're looking up the railway line with more difficulty this year because there's so much growth after the weather we've had in the hedge in front of us, and then the trees also. So it's just a little arch that we can see, and we use that to communicate back to Broadcasting House that we're ready to take them across the start and finish line here. So the travelling marshal just peels away and lets the bikes form behind. There is 77 Daniel Pearson going on to his pole position, and the rest of the field just forming. There's no Billy Cummins, I can tell you that, and we're just wondering if there's nobody in the middle of the front row in Bailey Harker. There is not. So the red, the green flag even is raised at the back. Sign goes up. Look at the lights above me, and the revs are up, and bunny hop from 77 off the line. Let's go down to Chris Kinley.
The machine of Daniel Pearson on the ER6 from Brough, the rider there, and he comes past us, but he's not leading. It is, I'm pretty sure, just trying to check out who that was who's leading. Quite difficult to see the numbers on these little twins, but it wasn't a good start for Pearson in round about 4th place.
Yeah, the front wheel just hopped up as he tried to get off the start line as the travelling marshal and course inspection car go past. But we are underway with this, and well, no Bailey Harker and no Billy Cummins for this. Neil Connell would seem to have a pretty good start there, number 98. But yeah, they're quite a sparse front row. That does give a chance, though, for all the runners further back on the grid to have a much more clearer space. So it's a 6-lap affair, this, made up of riders who did not get a start into race 1 by invitation of the club. That is the criteria. So there are no lap records to watch out for here. It's just a straight dash for the cash here on the Motor Isle Boulogne course. So we are all ready to close the morning action as we head into the afternoon, the big afternoon, of course, where we have the 2 championship races. Let's go to Rob Pritchard at Cross Four Ways.
And with it being a slightly more sparse field, if you'd like to call it that, particularly in those opening stages when it isn't as busy as some of the fields we've seen already, just those reference points in those split seconds could be extremely handy to some of those riders on the entry and the exit of the corners here. Here comes the front of the field. It's around 5 machines out front here, and that is led by the number 98, and it's 10, 41, 37, 77 and 53. Number 95 is on the way through, is Darren Duncan. And then number 47, Andrew Castle. So we heard that Daniel Pearson, number 77, as number 46 comes through, Sean Leonard. That Daniel Pearson had a little bit of a bunny hop, a little bit of a wheelie off the line as the travelling marshals came through. That has cost him ground big time on the way through here. But it is the number 98 outfit of Neil Connell, the newcomer from Ripponden, who leads the way across Four Ways on the opening lap of this Station Garage lightweight consolation race. But there is a big battle going on between around 5 machines in there looking for those top spots, so we could see a little bit more chopping and changing, particularly in these opening laps if the field doesn't spread out too much. It is an open battle at the front of the field at the moment, but it is Neil Connell who is leading. We heard he had a good start off the line. Meanwhile, the man who started on pole, number 77, Daniel Pearson on the Pearson Racing Kawasaki, he has dropped back to
on the bridge. Thank you very much. 2 machines, 3, 4, 5 interview. Let's have a listen to them across the line. So there we are. It is Andy Smart, number 10, who was first there. 98, Neil Connell. 41, Russell Brook. 37 David Glossop, and 77 Daniel Pearson. Ben Rainbow is in 6th, 7th number 95, and 95 is Darren Duncan. 8th for 47 Andrew Castle, and 9th number 46 Sean Leonard as travelling marshal just goes through. So Smart leads by 0.089 of a second. Very close again. That race before, a couple of races ago, that Sisbach won, was in contrast to what we've seen. He won it by a country mile, but every other race has just been an absolute battle for the whole duration of that race. 41 Russell Brook then is only 0.977 himself back, so there's less than a second covering the top 3, and there's it's 1.7 between the top 5, so this is set to be an absolute corker once again around the Motor Isle Belawn course. So it's number 10, the newcomer Andy Smart, ahead of number 98, newcomer Neil Connell. Then it's Russell Brook, David Glossop, newcomer Daniel Pearson, newcomer Ben Rainbow, Darren Duncan, Andrew Castle and Sean Leonard. Just the 9 in the race, but it looks like it's going to be a thriller again. Rob Pritchard, Cross Four Ways.
You say just the 9 in the race, but less than 2 seconds separates first down to 5th as it stands at the moment. Here is that leading 5 on the way through. It is Connell, Smart looking up the inside, then 37, 77 and 41 as well. So it looks like number 37, David Glossop, might have moved up. There's number 53, that's Ben Rainbow, one of the newcomers on the RAF MSA Suzuki. And number 95, there's Darren Duncan, the bike mover Aprilia. And then a couple of seconds further back is number 46, Sean Leonard, in that 9-strong field. So Neil Connell and Andy Smart both effectively side by side on the way through Cross Four Ways on this second lap. Andy Smart looking for that inside line. There is the number 46 outfit on the way through as well. But number 37, David Glossop, moving up into third at Cross Four Ways, ahead of number 41, Russell Brook. Number 77, Daniel Pearson, still just holding back and maybe observing things a little bit in 5th at the moment. But it is still that leading 5 of this 9-strong field that are all in contention at the moment, coming towards the end of lap 2. Still a long way to go in this, but quite a battle between the newcomers, Andy Smart and Neil Connell, as it stands. To you, Tim.
Yep, bikes emerge again. A little bit more of a lead this time around for number 10 there. Number 10 is Andy Smart, of course. 1.131 seconds he does lead now, ahead of... just trying to see who that is. It is Daniel Pearson in 3rd. Fastest lap, though, was for David Glossop, who has moved into 2nd position there. So it's all chopped and changed. 1.131 is the advantage Smart has of Glossop. He is in turn 1.031 ahead of 77 Daniel Pearson. And it's 0.122 then to 4th place, number 98 Neil Connell. In 5th place, and just 0.457 back, is 41 Russell Brook. 6th and moving up is number 53 Ben Rainbow, another of our newcomers. In 7th, it's number 95 Darren Duncan. In 8th position, it's 47 Andrew Castle. And then in 9th position of the 9 runners here, it's 46 Sean Leonard. So at the end of that lap, we have a very tight race. Andy Smart, though, number 10, a newcomer, still leads, but it's only 1.31 seconds ahead of David Glossop, who has moved up from 4th in the previous lap to be in 2nd place. Let's go to Rob across 4 ways.
From 2nd across 4 ways down to 4th, I wonder if he's had a little look, Neil Connell, and then just not been quite able to overtake Andy Smart. Andy Smart leading. There's number 37, David Glossop, who's up into 2nd. Number 98, Neil Connell. 41, Russell Brook. And then the next machine in, number 77, Daniel Pearson there as well. So Daniel Pearson dropping down to 4th there. Neil Connell back up to 3rd. As number 53, Ben Rainbow on the way through, running in 6th at the moment as well. See, I wonder just if Neil Connell had a bit of a look later on in the previous lap as number 95 is through. That's Darren Duncan, and it maybe just hasn't quite worked out because there's so little margin for error in the sense of that if you do lose time, there's a couple of riders in behind you in the form of David Glossop and Daniel Pearson looking to pounce there. There's number 47, Andrew Castle. We can see number 46, Sean Leonard, in the distance there. No change at the front. Then number 10, Andy Smart, still leads. 37, Dave Glossop up into second. Neil Connell, after dropping to fourth down Castletown bypass, going on to this lap, moving back up to third ahead of number 77, Daniel Pearson. To you, Tim.
Yeah, looked like multiple machinery crossing the bridge, so we look up and there's two very close together at the front and an overtaking manoeuvre as they cross the line, and 37, David Glossop has just nosed his way into the front there, literally on the start-finish line. It's 0.068. They almost crossed together, but Glossop had got the little slipstream and has got ahead of number 10, newcomer Andy Smart there. 94.161 miles per hour for Glossop on that lap. 93.472 for Smart. Neil Connell, though, is in third, up into third, and he's gone even quicker at 94.178. Up into fourth is 41, Russell Brook. Fifth is number 77, Daniel Pearson. Sixth is number 53, Ben Rainbow. Seventh, number 95, Darren Duncan. Eighth, number 47, Andrew Castle. You just heard the grunt of the machine there of the man in ninth, still going and circulating. Number 46, Sean Leonard. What a race we've got set up here. And an overtake on the start-finish line. Brilliant to watch. But it is now David Glossop, who just got his front tyre over the line, just ahead of the previous leader of the first two laps, Andy Smart. Half race distance reached. We have no idea who is going to win this with so little between that top five and a very, very tight margin for the top two. Connell in third is not out of this at all. Let's go to Robert Pritchard at Cross Four Ways.
Yeah, only a smidge over a second behind Andy Smart, so you're absolutely right, Tim. Not out the running at all. Here's your new race leader, 37, Dave Glossop. Then it's Andy Smart. Then Neil Connell. He's catching him, 41, Russell Brook. Number 77, Daniel Pearson as well. They're keeping that front trio honest as well, so don't rule out those in fourth and fifth as well. Number 41, Russell Brook, and number 77, Daniel Pearson as well. But it is David Glossop leading at Cross Four Ways ahead of number 10, Andy Smart, who's right on his tail still. As we heard, it was virtually nothing between them on the start-finish line of the previous lap as number 53, Ben Rainbow, comes through 13 seconds back on number 77, Daniel Pearson in fifth. Number 95 is Darren Duncan. 8 seconds to try and make up Ben Rainbow. Towards the back of the order as well, I did see that Andrew Castle, number 47, in 8th. And number 46, Sean Leonard, in 9th. The gap had closed a little bit, but that seems to have eked out yet again over on the Castletown bypass as the number 47 outfit arrives of Andrew Castle. But it is David Glossop still leading at Cross Four Ways, just a reminder, from number 10, Andy Smart. But don't count out Connell. To you, Tim.
Yep, we're looking up the road. 3 of them together this time. Oh my goodness, who is it in? It's 37 still, but Connell is now up into second place. And Smart is down to third. Glossop then at the end of lap 4, 0.178 seconds is the margin he has over a fast improving 98 Neil Connell. Smart is down into third. There's 0.625 between the three machines there. We're in for an absolute thriller if those three keep going. Only 2.1 seconds off that three and off the lead is number 41, Russell Brook. Don't rule him out yet. Then it's in fifth, number 77, newcomer Daniel Pearson. Sixth, number 53, Ben Rainbow. Seventh, number 95, Darren Duncan. Glossop then is leading. 0.178 as another machine comes into view, and that's the number 47 outfit of Andrew Castle. He's still managing to compete in this race, and all 9 are still going because there is number 46, Sean Leonard. Take your pick. Glossop, Connell, Smart, Brook, Pearson. There's 5 of them still in contention for the 3 podium spots. Pearson did his quickest lap on that last lap, 93.2. Quickest of the race so far is Connell at 94.178 on lap 3. So Glossop only 0.178 seconds ahead. This is anyone's, Rob Pritchard.
It is, that top three, they just continue to keep roping each other in, and I think that's one of the big reasons that Russell Brook in fourth and Daniel Pearson fifth are keeping contention, but just pulling a little bit away is number 37, Dave Glossop, 10, Andy Smart, looking up the inside past Connell. There's Brook, and there's Pearson as well. What's the order like on the exit here? Yeah, it's still Glossop who leads, who just pulled away by a couple of bike lengths or so there, whilst Andy Smart and Neil Connell were dicing away for second place there. Number 41, Russell Brook, and number 77, Daniel Pearson, still in pretty close attendance as well. So the battle's still going on all around that leading five at the moment. Quite some way back here is number 53, Ben Rainbow. It was just under 19 seconds, the gap between Rainbow in sixth and Pearson in fifth at the start-finish line going into this penultimate lap. Number 95, Darren Duncan, running in seventh at the moment, 8.2 seconds off the pace of number 53, Ben Rainbow, ahead. Then a bigger gap again, with two more machines still to come, but it is David Glossop still leading across four ways. He managed to pull just a little bit clear heading into the corner of Andy Smart and Connell. To you, Tim.
Looking up to School Hill Rise, and we see machinery galore again, and we're going to get an overtake again. Oh, they were almost together when they crossed the line, and it's number 10, Andy Smart, who leads. 0.026 of a second is the advantage, and in third it's number 98, Neil Connell. He is just 0.608 off the lead himself, and in fourth it's number 41, Russell Brook. He's only 1.2 seconds off the lead. Fifth is number 77, Daniel Pearson, 4.6 back off the lead. 53, Ben Rainbow, just crossing the line there, 28.4. Let's look at the quickest speed on that lap. We've had those 94s on lap 3, but a 93.7 on the last lap for Andy Smart and a 93.921 on the last lap for Russell Brook. But Glossop and Connell on lap 3 got into the low 94s. Who's your money on for this last lap? They're out there on the last lap around the Motor Arbelawn course. Is it going to be Andy Smart, David Glossop, Neil Connell, Russell Brook? 1.238 seconds between those top four. And, well, that's the second time we've had an overtake here in this race alone on the start-finish line. This time it was Smart getting ahead of David Glossop, but only by 0.026 of a second. That means we've got Andrew Castle through, number 47, and 46, Sean Leonard. Take your pick, Rob Pritchard.
We're going to get an answer for final time across four ways in this race. Number 10, Andy Smart leads from 37, David Glossop. They've both pulled a couple of seconds clear of number 41, Russell Brook, who's moving up into third at the moment. Number 77, Daniel Pearson, up into fourth, so no sign of the number 98 machine of Neil Connell here at cross four ways on the final lap. It's Andy Smart leading from David Glossop. He said it was 0.026 over on the Castletown bypass going on to this final lap. I wonder if that has stretched ever so slightly. Smart still leading from Glossop, but no sign of the number 98 outfit, Neil Connell, across four ways on this final lap. So that means that number 41, Russell Brook, is moving up into third. Number 77, Daniel Pearson, up into fourth. Number 53, Ben Rainbow, then, is currently on course for a top five finish. He's promoted up into fifth as it stands as well. So the battle is between Smart and Glossop over at the front as well. Back to you, Tim.
On the bridge. Yeah, just I don't want to miss them. I've just seen them cross the bridge now. Who is it going to be? Well, there is one just got out on his own here, and it is a win for Andy Smart has crossed the line, and it was 1.133 seconds in the end, ahead of 37 in second, David Glossop, and 41, Russell Brook, in third. Let's go down to Chris Kinley.
Yeah, the reason why we didn't see Andy Connell, unfortunately. Andy Connell, I think, had a bit of a slip-off up there at Ballachagan on the last lap. The Green Light King of the Road boys managed to get that on screen, but everybody is in here now. Well done to Andy Smart. Good to have him back here as well. And the VRS team are in, and Robbie Sylvester straight in to speak to him as well. We'll grab a quick... No swearing now. No swearing now. We'll let him take his gloves off. We'll let him take his lid off as well. And just looking out behind us there from Scarlett, a bit of missed sea fret just coming in. Daddy, daddy, daddy. That's important. Let's see Daddy first then. Don't worry about me. There you go. Well done to David Glossop. Well done to Russ Brook, second and third. Quickly, Adam, let's have a quick look, Andy, if we can. How was that then?
Yeah, I enjoy that. I'm starting to get used to the little twin. We're making it sing now. Could do with a few more horsepower, but apart from that, I'm loving it so far.
You're a big lad to be on a twin, aren't you? Sorry for saying that.
I know. Well, I tried 1,000 last time here. It didn't work out, so we went to a twin this year.
Put a few things to bed this.
Oh, 100%, yeah. There's so many emotions. I think after meeting it, let me harder than what it is now. Just concentrating on racing a minute.
You didn't see what was going on behind you, but you were in the middle of it all, weren't you?
I seen coming into the first turn. I seen just a glance. I thought he was going to take me out. Actually, did he run on?
Oh, he ran on. Yeah, he's all right though.
Yeah, no. I seen him just flash past me. I thought that was a close one, but as soon as you hit another gear, you forget all about it.
So what does that mean, though, to win here? In all honesty, the family and everybody's here.
Well, we are a big team, family team. Robbie's a good family friend, so to put it on top step.
Not a bad chap, is he?
He's an ugly thing, like, but we'll put up with him, won't we?
Well done, bud.
Thank you very much, mate.
Cheers, well done. Let's speak to second place on the Aprilia. That'll do.
First loser.
Big tank though, isn't it?
It's extremely large, yeah.
Why?
Extra fuel for the for the TT and the Manx. So
okay.
yeah, but no, that was some race. That yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. Enjoyed it. Big smile on my face. I was screaming inside my helmet. You wouldn't have heard me, but yeah.
How many sort of moves are going on? Where were the daft moves going on?
So he got me a couple of times into the bomb hole. And I was just like, oh, okay, fair play. But then I was quicker on the straight. But yeah, he got me on the last lap. And then coming into stadium, I had the run on him, but he sort of pushed me out to the edge of the track. I thought, well, two bikes not fitting in there, so I had to roll out of that. And then he just got the drive across the line. But yeah, gutted to not win, but he's a good man, so fair
podium, and he's been through a lot to get back here as well.
Exactly, yeah. So fair play to him. I couldn't wish for a better person to beat me. So
well done, guys. Well done.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you very much. Cheers. No problem at all. So there we go. Our second place man, David Glossop, and Russ Brook is here as well, and another Aprilia. God, these Aprilias are everywhere.
Popular bikes.
Certainly are in the twin class now. How do you make of that then? What do you think of that? It was class, wasn't it?
It was a good race. It was pretty close up front, and just stayed in the slipstream and hung in there.
You seen what happened at the final first corner on the last lap as well?
Yeah, right in front of me.
Oh, God. Andy said he went, oops, I just looked inside and I just clenched. I thought he was going to hit him.
Yeah. I knew I was going to clear it and go around, but it was close.
Jugs did the rest of the race happy with it? I mean, you were changing positions quite a lot. You got a good start.
Very happy. The bike is fast. Makes building them and coming and running the team all worthwhile. And off the line, I just got into second and then just held position for a bit, lost a couple of places, then gained them back and finished where I did.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Welcome, well done. Cheers, thank you very much. So I think we are ready to go. We'll just get the bikes up on to the podium positions, and young Freddie Palmer, you're going to do the presentation for this one. And of course the roads will be reopening shortly, but of course wait till the roads open car has gone past your location, please, because the roads will reopen shortly, so just bear in mind, please obey the instructions of all the marshals. So the number 10 bike of Andy Smartkins himself onto there, so it's the Yamaha R7 beats the two Aprilias of Dave Glossop and Russ Brook. Both on the RS660 Aprilias, like they said. I did a little note earlier on the first lightweight race, which is back all the way back there. Or was it in the other one? Anyway, it was one of them. There's like loads of Aprilias. Seems to be the big popular bike. So 37, Glossop is in. The gap at the end, I'll just give you that detail actually while we're just waiting for a moment, because they are just about ready to go, was 1.1133 from Dave 37 to Glossop, and then it was only 1.6 back to Russ Brook in that third position. So I think we are ready to go. Freddie, up you go, mate. Freddie Palmer, thank you very much. Give Freddie a round of applause, folks. Well done, Fred. Ladies and gentlemen, in third place, number 41, Russell Brook. In second position, number 37, David Glossop. Well done, David. And your race winner on the number 10 machine, Andy Smart. There you go. So he's going to get the winner's laurel over his wreath, over his head, the wreath over his head, should I say. Has been a long morning. There's the Consolation race sponsored by our friends at the Station Garage. So well done again, folks, to Russell Brook, David Glossop and Andy Smart, our top three in the Station Garage Lightweight Consolation race. And thanks to Freddie Palmer for doing the presentation.